Hi students, today we are going to see about the second experiment in data structures with C programming laboratory. The program title is Design, Develop and Implement a program in C for the following operations on strings. So string is the main concept. With that string we are going to design, develop and implement a C program. What is the task given here means read a main string. Okay, read a main string, that is the variable is itself as declared as str, and a pattern string which pattern has to be replaced, so that is called as pattern string, that is defined as PAT. And if the pattern string is found, then replace the string with one more string, that is called as rep. Okay, the concept is first we have to read a main string. From the main string, according to the pattern what we have to replace, that new string has to be replaced. So this is what a main task of this program. Perform pattern matching operation. What is the title of this work means perform pattern matching operations. Find and replace all occurrences of pat in string. So pat is the pattern string, str is the main string. So we have to find the all occurrences of the pattern string. If the occurrences are found, if the pattern string is found, then replace the string with rep string. Okay, rep is a new string, that string is replaced, right? So support the program function for each of the above operations. And one more thing is we should not use built-in functions. So we should not use built-in function. There is some built-in functions available to replace the string in C programming, but without the use of built-in function, we have to develop the program to replace a given string. Okay. So with this, we'll go with the concept of string. So what is mean by string here? Yes. So we know the meaning of string. String is nothing but array of characters. Right? A string is an array of characters. They are characters arranged one after another in memory. Okay. So thus the array of character array is called a string. Each character within the string is stored within one element of the array successfully. Each character within the string is called stored as a one element in the array successfully. So how the string is terminated? How we can identify the string termination means a string is always terminated by a /0 character. Okay, right. Fine. Next concept is how a string variable can be declared. So we know that the string is nothing but a collection of array of characters. How an array element can be stored in C programming? Say for example, it follows the data type, then array name and its size of its variable, right? So same thing is followed here. It starts with the data type character, because string is nothing but an array of characters. The basic character data type is character. So that's what character is given here. Then string underscore name is nothing but a variable name. In bracket, in square bracket, the size of that string is given. Okay, so this is the general syntax. With this I have given one example here. Example, character name of 20. Here character is the data type and 20 is the size of that variable string, and name is the variable string name. Okay, fine. So how strings are initialized? There are so many variations in the initialization of strings. How those are initialized means, first type may be character name of 4 is equal to, within the curly brackets, individual characters are given as an array of one elements. Say for example R, A, M. It should close with the symbol slash 0. So RAM and slash 0 is the termination character, like that it can be initialized. Another one term, it's without specifying the size of that array, string array, that means character array, it can be initialized. Some more variations are there. So without mentioning the individual characters as an array element, we can use double quotes to specify the string here. So how it can be initialized here means character name of 4 is equal to within double quotes RAM. So that too also a valid declaration of a string. Okay. So this is also, these are all the some valid initialization of your strings. Fine. Coming to program. So always the first task is to include the header files. According to this case, standard input and output header files are required. So that is what it is included here. Hash include stdio.h header file declarations are done. Then the next task is to start main. So main is started. Fine. After the main start, we need to declare the variables which are required for our program concepts. So what are those means? Character, string of 100, comma, pattern string and replacement string and answer string. So here string, pattern string and replacement strings are the 3 input strings, and finally we are going to display our output as answer string. So all those string array characters are declared with the size of 100 here. Okay, so as a common, all input characters are declared as 100 here. Then int I, j, c, m, k. These are all the local variables which are required for this task. So those have been declared before going to start the program. Fine. Next. So first task after the variable declaration, the first task is to get the input string. So what is the first input string? The total string, input string. So that is declared as str variable name here. So that's what it is read with the printf and getAs pair. First printf statement stating the input statement for reading the main string. GetAs is to get the input string. Then second pair of printf and getAs to used to get the pattern string. Okay, which pattern has to be searched. Okay, that has to be searched, and how many occurrences those pattern also has to be replaced. So that search string, that pattern string also as a considered as one input, that is also read with a pair of printf and getAs. Then the third input is replacement string. Once the such string is found, what is the replacement string should be replaced, should be taken. So that is also the third input, that also has to be read with the help of printf and getAs string. Fine. So these 3 inputs are now we got. Fine. Next is to implement our main task. So before going to start the looping, all of these temporary variables, that means I, M, C, J are initialized as 0. Okay. So here M, I equal to M, C equal to I equal to M equal to C equal to J equal to 0 is initialized. Then we start the while loop. That while loop should be executed until or unless it reaches the null character. Okay, so till it reaches the null character, it should be executed. So that's what while str of C is not equal to null is given. Okay, so it is not equal to null only, our process, our task should be started. Fine. Then first task is what? We have to search our pattern string. Okay, how we can search means by comparing. So pattern string also we have, and also main string also we have. So how we can search means by comparing its value. So how we can be compared means by using equal to, double equal to symbol. Right. If str of m, str is main string and pat of I is another one variable, local variable. So if it, because all are starting from the 0th location, all are starting in the same initialized to 0, so all starts with the same values. So the first value of main string and first value of first character of pattern is equal means I can be incremented and m can be incremented, or else it's not matching means we have to go and search pattern is not equal to null. That means because say for example your pattern string is mat, first we matches with the m, and also a also, that entire complete pattern also has to be present. So so how it should travel, starting from the first character of pat to end character of pat. That's what, if pat is not equal to null, we are starting the search operations again using the for loop. For k equal to 0, replacement of k is not equal to null, k plus plus and j plus plus. Here k and j are initialized to 0. Then we are replacing, how we are replacing means, replaced string is equal to answer string, I equal to 0, c equal to m. So this will be executed in the if part. If else part means, and the else part, that means that statement is not, that pattern is not found means, as usual answer string also is equal to main string. So how we are replacing, str of c equal to answer string. The original string is going to maintain if the pattern is not found. So at that time what will happen, answer of j is equal to character of main string of c. So j it should also travels to the first character to the end character. Okay, answer string should be same. If the pattern is not found, the answer string is equal to the main string. So how it should travel means, it should travel from the first character to the last character. So that's what it is written in else part. Okay, so once if it is all have done, finally we have to end the answer string with the null character. So that's what, answer of j is equal to null at the end of that loop. Finally that resultant string should be displayed. So using the printf statement, printf resultant string is equal to percentage s comma answer. Fine. So this is the program. We'll go and see the sample output now. So now I am giving the one sample input as ABC, DAB, BCD something. Then I am giving one entire search string as AB. So what will happen, wherever the AB occurs and how it will follow, it will not worry about the occurrences. How wherever the that search string is occurred, that pattern string is occurred means, it will be replaced by EF replacement string. Okay, so you can see the changes in the original string with the resultant string. Wherever AB occurs, EF is replaced. How many times this AB is occurred in original string? 2 times, because it occurs in the first 2 letters and also after the 2 letters it occurs. So again 2 times this AB pattern, that means such a string is occurred. So 2 times it is replaced by the replacement string. Right. So the resultant string consists of EF, CD, EF again, CD again. Right. I hope you understand the concept. I will catch you in the next video about next lab experiment. Thank you.